think I just got my email notification.
All right, I think we're live. Everyone, see? Are we live? Maybe? Here I come. Hello, everyone. Well, Happy New Year to everyone. As you can see, I have the chat on here for people that rewatch it. That's why we're trying to keep the spam down. I'm not sure how the spam's gonna, or the spam, I'm not sure how the chat's gonna look when we're done, but that's why we're testing it out. Yep, got my new hat today. Just checking the stream health here, making sure got a good connection. Hello, Short and Anxious. Little Lake Aquarium wants to know if anyone is selling zebra plecos for $50. If you are, let me know. I'll buy some too. Cape Cod Tropical Fish Keeper wants to know if this is one of my tanks. It is. It's a 75-gallon tank. Manchurian's place is here. Happy New Year to you. Tara says she's going to give away cichlids. Are those yellow labs? No, they are Neolamprologus lelupi. The yellow-tailed guy spazzing out is a Cyprichromis utenta. What time is it? It is 5 o'clock Pacific for me. So I want to know, how does the chat look on the screen? Is it bearable? Flynn says it looks good. Hopefully it'll look good afterwards. It's a bit delayed. Yeah, I can't figure out the delay. I don't have it set. I have the delay turned off, and it still delays. It's really annoying. Big Joe's Fish Room says, make your body a little bigger. I could barely see it on my cell phone. Well, I ate a lot of pizza today, so maybe that'll happen. Yeah, I think people with cell phones are going to have a problem seeing the chat. I know it looks really good. Well, it looks good on a TV. I say we start without Bob. I'm here. I don't know how you can start without me. Short and Anxious wants to know what are the parameters for the Cyprichromis behind me. About 76 degrees. pH stays at around 8. Not sure what other parameters you're interested in. Those are the main ones, though. South to Razor says, looks great on our 4K TV. That's good. Hey Bob, or George says, hey Bob, Happy New Year to you. What do you feed your bristlenose? I feed green beans, cucumbers, rapashi, and algae wafers. Brian says, does your beanie say Big Steen? Yes, it does, and there's a little fish on it. D Nice says, perfect timing. I was just finishing up watching your last stream. Hi Bob. Hello everyone. Hello D Nice. Water hardness. I don't know that I've ever tested for that, but it's pretty hard because I use the Seacam Tanganyikan buffer. You like the hat? Yeah, I got it as a joke. The stitching's not that great though, like the embroidery, but it works. South to Razor, yes, French cut canned green beans. Blue Phantom says, Happy New Year, Bob, and to everyone on the chat. Hey, Bob, have you ever kept Panax species like the Royal Pleco? Any thoughts on foods and keeping them healthy? I have never kept a Panax Pleco simply because I don't want them to eat all my wood. Where is the Seahawks hat with fishes on it? It's actually right here. Look at that. You can't see the fishes because of the green screen. Bob, what's your best recommended brand of heater? Probably the Aquarium Pro heater. Thanks for getting that, Flynn. I was just going to get to that. It's funny, people don't know when you swear on my chat, not only does it not come through because I have parental controls on, but you still get banned even though it doesn't come through. It's kind of pointless. Do I have any tips for getting L134 to start eating? How long have you had them? How long have they not been eating? If it's been a couple days, I probably wouldn't worry about it. They're still probably getting used to their new environment. Do you think a water hardiness of 8.5 would be okay for Cyprichromis? Absolutely. You see my co-op? See, my shirt looks all shiny with the green screen. How long do you spend on your fish hobby per day? Asked George Pride. Well, lately, 3 hours plus if you count the live streams. Looking to get my first pleco for a 20-gallon long planted setup. Any recommendations? I would get a rubber lip pleco. Russell asked, do most plecos like cholo wood? I don't think so. I have cholo wood in one tank, and it's with ancestors who don't eat wood anyways, so. Detox wants to know where I get my hang-on breeder boxes from Amazon, and they're made by Marina. Everyone's saying hi, 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 hi. Minecraft Chicken Poo says, is this stream going till midnight? Nope, I'm going to cut it off around 7. It's still 2016 for you poor, benighted people living in the past. Yes, it is. Where did you get the Seahawks hat with the fish? Fanatics.com. Louis Franco wants to know how much money do I think I have in this hobby, and I don't want to think about it, so I'm not going to answer. Robert says, hi Bob, Happy New Year's to everybody. Hello to you and Happy New Year. Fishiant says, hi Bob, what plants do you currently got in the tank behind you? It's mainly jungle val over here, Java fern here in the middle, and just Anubias on the wood over to the right. This one right above me here with the thicker leaves is a Pontigeton of some sort. I don't know which one. What's your favorite live bear? The trout goodie. Short and Anxious says, so that's the one fish to look into Cyprichromis as a good smaller African cichlid to keep. Really anything from Lake Tanganyika is going to be smaller. I mean, there's some good sized ones, but most of them are right around that 4 or 5 inch range or smaller. Fanatic.com? No, Fanatic. F-A. Fanatic. I'll have to look. Fanatic. Tommy wants to know what the rarest fish. What's your rarest fish I've ever had? Is probably my zebra plecos. Minecraft Chicken Poo says, I want bushy nose plecos. What should I feed them? Algae wafers, canned green beans, zucchini, cucumbers. Angelo0719, what's your all-time favorite cichlid? Right now, my favorite cichlid is the Bentachromis tricotti. Lewis asked, what's a good low-tech aquarium plant that carpets easily? The only one I've had success with is micro sword. Jesse Guzman wants to know what zebra plecos go for. Usually, depending on size, about $150 to $250 for smaller ones. Robert asks, how's the yellow shrimp doing? They're doing great so far. There's still 3 of them that are buried, so that's pretty cool. Fishing wants to know what my favorite part of the hobby is, and that's setting up new tanks. Russell says, how many total gallons do you have in tanks? Oh man, I don't even know. That would take a minute to calculate. Cichlid Addicted wants to know the L66 King Tiger pleco. There's also an L333 King Tiger pleco, but he says it's pretty rad. Is it rare or expensive? It's not really that rare. It's probably right around the average price for the fancy plecos. Probably $30 to $50 depending on the size. Laura says she likes planning the tank setup. Yep. Manchurian says, I wish I had Bob in my pocket to take to the fish market and help ID all the weird plecos. I'm certainly not the best at IDing them, but I do know quite a few of them, I think. Flynn says, what is your hobby pet peeve? Mine is display tanks not being filled to the bottom of the black rim. That used to be mine, but now I don't really care that much anymore. It still bothers me, but not enough to grab the python and fill it up. What is my biggest pet peeve? Fish that jump out of the tank. That really pisses me off. What's the tank you've had set up for the longest? It's my 40-gallon breeder, the only somewhat high-tech planted tank. What age is your oldest fish? I don't know, because I buy adults, so I don't know how old they are when I get them. Luis Franco asked, what other fish would you put in a 75-gallon community tank with angelfish? Rainbow fish. Corydoras. Joel says, Bob would hate my tanks. Okay. Willie the King Colon says, did the puffer eat the food? Eventually, he ate about half of it, and that was it. So, that food was not very good. Anthony says, saw the mention of the video about the jumping blood fins. That sucks. Yeah, you always know when I walk into my fish room, you can smell when a fish jumps out. Pisses me off. Because not only do they commit suicide, then I got to spend an hour trying to find out where it is. What kind of rainbow fish? I probably wouldn't do any glossolepis because they have the longer fins and they might get nipped. But any of the Melatonea, like Bozeman, the yellow rainbow, the turquoise rainbow, Melanotania. What type of Rapashi blue phantoms go nuts for? I mix grub pie with bottom scratcher with Soylent Green. Do you get mad when people say fishes? I don't think so. Corey is going to be jealous of your production value. I don't think so. He might like it though, but I don't know that he'd be jealous of it because he's got way better software than I do. So if he decided to do stuff like this, he would kill my production value. Hatchet fish are notorious jumpers. Yeah, the one time I kept them, I lost about half of them before I figured that out. Do you think a dwarf puffer would be okay in a tank with angelfish and other larger community fish like neons or platies? Depends on what exact puffer you're talking about. If you're talking about like pea puffers, I think they would probably kill all your neons. Mark says, every time I hear a big splash or a plastic slap, I run around all my tanks looking for jumpers. Yeah, it's really bad with rainbow fish. When you feed them, you can hear them just crashing into the glass. It's ridiculous. Can you type the actual name of the rainbow fish? Sure. Once I get the correct spelling. There you go. Any of those types of rainbow fish should do pretty well with angels. Some of them are going to have the longer fins, but most of them don't. Pea puffers then would be okay with angels. They might get eaten. I don't know. I don't think I would do it, but it'd be interesting to try. Have you ever kept bulldog plecos? I've never heard of that. Edwards, if you know the L number, tell me the L number and maybe I'll know what it is. Alejandra says, "What's up, man? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you too." Could you use just gravel substrate with Val and Sag with just using liquid fertilizer or root tabs? Yeah, that would work great. No problem, Luis. I hope that's what you were asking for. Anyone know of a cheap way to get blue phantoms in the UK? Josh Booth wants to know. I wonder if you can see that. So if anyone knows how, oh, you can see my mouse cursor. That's interesting. Where did you get your temperature laser gun? I don't have one, but you can get them on Amazon. Where did that go? Jeff's Tanks My Way had a 26-year-old leopard. I don't know how to say that, but I know what it is. Jump out before Christmas. Wow, 26 years old. Good job, though. I mean, giving that fish a home for 26 years, that's pretty awesome. Any suggestions for a 5-gallon shrimp breeding tank? Suggestions for shrimp or? Are Amazon swords plants that eat from the substrate or the water column? They are really heavy root feeders. They might feed a little out of the water column, but they're definitely root feeders. Mr. Fish says there probably is a delay because there's probably a delay for the visual as well as text. Yeah, it's not gonna match up that well because YouTube does have a video delay. Even though I have it turned off, it still delays it, which is kind of annoying. Plus, when I like scroll up and down, that's really gonna mess with people, but hopefully it's better than not having it at all. I'm strictly doing it for the people that rewatch the stream when it's over. Well, I was asking for all the rainbow fish names. Let's see. I can give you a really good website. Which is not going to come up now. Let's see. Here it is, right here. This is probably one of the best rainbow fish websites. And then on the right hand side you'll see all the scientific names. And then there's that huge list of Melanotania. And those are probably the most common, with the others being the pseudomagills, and the angels might kill pseudomagills, but Melanotania should do okay with rainbows. And in there you'll see, like I said, the Bosemani. It's like the other one is a herbal axelrodi, which is, I think, the yellow rainbow, or some of the more common ones. Short Anxious says, "Wow, you are very well traveled, Manchurian." Yes, he is. Fishient asked, "What got you into rainbow fish?" Watching the fish room tour of Gary Lang. There's a couple of them on YouTube. Anthony is very fond of the featherfin rainbows. Yep, those are pretty nice. I've never kept them though. Russell Beach asks, will the rice fish killies get along with the smaller rainbows? Yeah, they should. Steenfott, thank you very much, and thanks for saying my name right. Corey always says it wrong. Is it Luis or Lewis? I feel like it's Luis. And I think I've said it both ways. I'm just gambling. It's 50-50. Big Joe's Fish Room says 3.5 hours to New Year's Eve. New Year's on the East Coast. Louise. Okay. Good. I'm glad I guessed right. Big Joe's Fish Room says that he loves rainbow fish and has a few different types in his tank. Awesome. My 125 gallon has like, I don't know, 10 or 15 different types of rainbows. It's pretty cool. But I also like having like large schools of one type. Caleb says, does PetSmart sell rainbow fish? They do, but most of the time they're really poor quality. You gotta ask them when they get their shipment in, so you can go look and kind of pick through the best ones. Looks like I might have missed some questions. Sorry. I'm kind of, normally I pause the chat and kind of scroll through it, so I'm way behind you guys. But since I'm doing it in the chat, I'm trying to keep it as, as close to the video as possible. So I'm sure I'm missing lots of questions. Joel says he tried figuring out how to reduce my total number of tanks, but I have concluded I need 3 more. Yep, I just emptied 3 tanks and moved everything into that 20-gallon rack I just put up. And I was supposed to be taking those tanks down and breaking them down, but now I'm seeing 3 empty tanks and I kind of want to get more fish. Minecraft Chicken Poo says PetSmart rainbow fish are really bad. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty low percentage, like 5 or 10% of them are good. Manchurians says I always see weird rainbow fish here too. Yeah, the ones I've seen in your videos are definitely hybrid, especially the balloon ones. Those are weird. Tommy X says, see you everyone. He will be at LR Brett's live stream, which is right after mine, hopefully. Louise Franco says, Steenfott, do you have an email that I can reach out to? You should be able to email me and message me through YouTube, through the private message. Or if you go to the About page, I believe it has my email. I missed who said that. Oh, Fishiant says, what do you think would make the hobby better? Better equipment. That's my biggest complaint, is everything seems to be garbage. Cole Schramm says, Glossolepis wanamensis are his favorite. Yep. I got, I think I only have like 3 or 4 of those. I need to get more. Bob, can you check out Bulldog Pleco? There's the L number. L178? Pleco. Oh, the rubber Pleco? Okay. Is that the rubber? Looks like a rubber lip Pleco. But all the rubber lip Plecos I know are like L444. I have to write that one down so I can research it later. L187B. Caleb says, Bob, for Christmas I got 4 gift cards to PetSmart. Well, they have cheap equipment there, like cheap tanks. There's $1 a gallon sale going on right now if you need more tanks. Scrolling up to see if I missed anything. Minecraft says his rainbow fish. Favorite rainbow fish are plecos. Yep, those are nice. I got a school of those. Okay, scrolling back down. L187. Oh, did I say? I might have said 178, but I typed 187. Mark wants to know, has anyone set up a 75-gallon combo that was $179 at PetSmart? Mr. Fish, $1 a gallon sale at PetSmart. I thought it was Petco. It's at Petco, but most PetSmarts will price match it. At least everyone that I've been to. Rainbows can hybridize. Yes, they certainly can. Minecraft got a 60-gallon tank for Christmas. That's pretty cool. I will do it whenever I buy my homestead. What did I miss? We should introduce permaculture principles to fish keeping. I want to build an off-grid tank someday. Mice in cages with running wheels to agitate water. Their poo feeds tilapia. But if your tilapia are eating poop and then you eat the tilapia, aren't you just then eating poop? Flynn says we should do another What's Bob's Favorite segment, like the pleco one. Just another fish. JC's Tanks just spent the day setting up that 75-gallon deal. It's pretty cool. What are you getting new fish in it, or what are you putting in it? Minecraft Chicken asked, "What's my favorite type of molly?" I can't remember the name. It's the hyphen something or other. Mother Nature is going to ask one more time, do banana plants have flowers? I've never seen them flower, but they might. Sorry, I've never kept them. Favorite tetra? Sailfin. It might be the sailfin. Manchurian says, alright, good hanging out, but I need to run. Happy New Year. See yas later. Thanks for stopping by, Manchurian. Happy New Year to you, too. Still thinking about my favorite tetra. I still think it's the white fin. It's like the HY511 or something like that. S. Edwards, I think it's Sean Edwards if I remember right. Why are tanks so much more expensive in the UK? I don't know, they're really expensive in Australia too, I guess. Minecraft Chicken Poo asked me what my favorite lizard is. It's the green tree monitor. Cichlid Addicted says, how long are you streaming for? Seahawk Lover till 7 o'clock my time. Fishient says, I have to get rid of all my fish and plants as I'm going off to university. Would it be possible to run a shrimp tank with minimal water changes that is heavily planted? Yeah. I know lots of people that run shrimp tanks that are heavily planted that never do water changes. They just refill what's evaporated. Too hard to pick one favorite tetra. Yeah, but I really like the, I'm pretty sure it's the HY511 Bentosai or something like that. Tetra HY 511. Whitefin Tetra. Also called the candy cane tetra, apparently. I think they're really nice looking. Charlie's Fish and Flora says, I have just changed my name from Charlie Moorhead. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Racing says, yes, they flower just above the surface. That's good. Glad somebody knew. What is this? Josh Booth says, I think it's because Americans don't stand for any crap. We're pushovers in the UK. I don't know, man. Americans are pretty pushovers, too, with what they let people get away with. Favorite fish to eat? It's not a fish, but I would take shrimp over fish or lobster. Mark says he has candy cane tetras and they're awesome. Yeah, they're really cool looking, especially when they're breeding. Would a single male Epistogramma cockatoides be a fun fish to keep in a 29-gallon planted tank? Yes, but it would be even funner to have a pair. What's some of your favorite fish food? New Life Spectrum, Rapashi, the Aquarium Co-op squirt bottle is really nice. Short and Anxious will have to check out the candy cane tetra. I would. Crazy Good Time says that I have a pregnant guppy and she is huge and still has not gave birth. I wouldn't be too worried about it. Louise Franco says, sorry, I gotta go. Sorry, gotta go. Sorry. Hey, no problem. At least you gotta hang out for a little bit. Happy New Year. Cherry shrimp in Belfast, Northern Ireland are $7.50. Wow, I bought mine at like 50 cents. Is there a way of sexing leopard frog plecos when they are young? I don't think so. Mr. Fish says, I'm releasing my first official video tonight at 12 Eastern. Well, Happy New Year's video. Matthew DLR says, Bob, hi. Matthew, hi. Mark says, I'd like to try Aquarium Co-op squirt bottle, but can't get it in Canada. I wonder how much it is to actually ship in Canada. We should look that up, Flynn. I was supposed to pick up a 14-gallon BioCube, but I totally failed, and when he emailed me that he was going to be in my area, I did not check my email, so that kind of sucks. Ryan Osborne asked, how do you sex green dragons? They should still get the same bristles as any other male bristlenose. So you'll just have to kind of wait if they're smaller. How many guppies can I keep in 27 liters? I would start out with a trio and see what happens. A male and 2 females. You said in a different stream you'd steer clear of Erotis. I have 2 in a 150-gallon community with no issues. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly exceptions to the rule, but I know at my local fish store, people try to bring in Erotis more than any other cichlid because they keep killing their fish. And he generally won't even take them anymore. Creative Aquatics by Kyle says, how do you breed Julidachromis in a nutshell? Well, they're rock dwellers, so if you see in the video this way, they're all hanging out and all the adults are under that rock right there. It's basically all you have to do is stack up some rocks and they'll dig out a little cave. Short and anxious. Haven't forgotten the chat. I'm Googling candy cane tetra before I forget. Yeah, definitely. Kinkajou says, I recently bought a few cherry barbs and a couple of long fin cherry barbs for my 29-gallon community tank. I've been told there are other cherry barb variations. Do you know of any? Not that I've seen. I've only seen that, the long fin, and albino. Are those fry all behind you, all Julie's? Says Charles. Yes, they are. Except for in the middle water column right there, you see those fried, those are cyprichromis. But all the ones down in the rocks and the sand, those are julidachromis. Yes, they are rowdy. They're fine if you want to get a tank full of all aggressive species. What is your favorite size tank? The bigger the better. Flynn should be Corey's Canadian supplier. Yeah? And that would definitely keep him busy. Specifically, Matthew, probably 75-gallon. It's probably, I think, the best, like, all-around size. What pH do you keep your plecos at? Right around neutral. Obviously, like, there's plecos in this tank. Can't see any right now, but the pH in this tank is around 8, a little higher than 8. Is there a CO2 regulator that you would recommend? The only one I've ever used is made by Aquatics, and it gets average reviews on Amazon, but I haven't had any problems with it. Angelo says, Bob, how many tanks do you currently have set up? I have 6, but when the wife allows, I'll have one more. I think I have 26 right now up and running. GLA makes great regulators, but they're expensive. Yeah, they're probably some of the best. Flynn is rising to YouTube stardom. What's he up to? 387 subscribers? Oh, he'll be at 500 in no time. What is a suitable spawning setup for Lelupis? They're another like rock dweller. So you could just pile up rocks and they should be spawning. I don't think I have a pair here. And I would prefer if they didn't spawn because they're hard to sell in my area. Ever seen or had Crypt Wendetii Brown Indo? I know of Crypt Wendetii Bronze, but I don't know about that plant. Sean Edwards asks, how much money per month would you set aside for the hobby? It varies. I don't have a set amount. Usually if something comes available I want, like the bentachromis that I want, when those become available, it's going to cost a lot of money. But obviously I'm not going to be buying them every month, so it just fluctuates too much. Looks like a broadleaf Anubias, but purple. Whiskey asked, do you know of any YouTube tips on getting more subscribers besides uploading often and regularly? Besides uploading often and regular old advertising. Oh. So you want to upload at the same time. You want to have a set schedule. So like I upload Wednesdays and Saturdays. That's really big to YouTube that you're consistent there. And then a good way to get subscribers is to go onto other people's channels and answer questions, because that'll one that notifies them that someone responded to them, and then they'll see it's you, and then they'll check out your channel. As long as your channel name, you're probably going to want your channel name to reflect that your channel is fish related or whatever it's related to. Because if I'm out there answering questions and my name is Jeep Wrangler 97, but I have all fish content, they're probably not going to click on my channel if they don't like Jeep Wranglers. Bleeding Heart Tetras are cool too. Yeah, I kind of want to get some of those. Scrolling back up to see what I missed. Happy New Year's. Got a free 10-gallon tank from Craigslist. Take it home, clean it, and throw in $100 bills in it. Yep, usually how it works. Fishian asks, hey Bob, would you ever consider working with, for Corey? Just curious. I would if it had nothing to do with retail. I don't want to work in a retail store. I did that for 10 years. I guess Brian is leaving. See you later. Scrolling back down. Do you have any angel rams? Angel rams. I'm not sure I know what that is. Sorry, fish person. KP asks, when does YouTube start paying a user? Once you make your first $100, they'll send you a check. D Nice says, no problem, I'll check out racing. Only forum I currently know is KG Tropicals. I'll join and check there. Happy New Year, 2016 is finally over. Our beloved celebs will stop dying. We lost a lot of them, that's for sure. Oh, I see. Yeah, like Racing's channel is Racing1278. I would not think fish unless I actually clicked on it. Jason says, hi Bob, what do you sell cherry shrimp for local? I think that's what you mean. It depends. If people just want crappy ones, usually around $1, but if they want ones that are actually full grown and red, probably around $3. Corey says, angel rams are also known as longfin rams. And if that's the case, no. I do not own any longfin rams. I don't own any rams, but I'm looking at trying to get some. KP says, how do you make $100? You make it through the advertising. Aquarium Co-op got blacklisted. He said, I'm in inventory hell. Apparently you can't say hell on my channel. End of the year counts and taxes. Just listening as I work. I still need to tone down the blacklist. Hey, Brett's. Oh, did I miss Lucas? Or Veil Rams. Oh, so everybody knows what longfin rams are except for me. Now I know. Stokes Aquatics says, good God, Aquarium Co-op is here. I'm kind of starstruck. That's how I feel every time I see him. Ben says, I love these Aquarium Co-op stickers that came with my puffer shirt. Corey, thank you. I will be buying from you a lot in the future. Well, now he's going to have to make sure to put stickers in everything you order. LR Brett says, loving the chat on the screen. That is awesome. Yeah, I hope it works out well. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like after it uploads. It's picking up though. It's hard to keep up. Jason says, Co-op, you're killing me with your driftwood sale. Of course, it's on when I'm out of town. You can buy it online. Pick it up when you get back. KP says, what is the yellow-tailed fish in the background? That is a Cyprichromis leptosoma utinta. With Corey Puffer vid and shirts, I may change my original thought for my 30 and go with pea puffers. Pea puffers are fun, but they're kind of angry. Sergeant Tank says, "What's up, buddy?" Hopefully that was to me. Good to see you again. Geotropics has amazing long fin rams. I generally try to avoid things with long fins. I do have the long fin green dragons. Those are, I think, the only long fin fish I have. Do you inject CO2 in the tank behind you? I do not. This is all low tech. This is a 75-gallon tank with one Phoenix 48-inch Phoenix Stingray. Short Anxious says, Brett, when is your live stream tonight? You have been changing the times a little on me. If he's on time, it should be 7 o'clock. Keyword is if. Mark says, Corey, the word is you're getting Flynn to be your Canadian supplier. We're getting Flynn a new job and nobody even knows about it. Lucas L.R. Brett says, can't type much right now, working on fish room, but nice to listen. That's generally what I do in the live streams too. Just listen while I'm doing water changes. Have you ever kept rabbit snails? No, but I might get some. Just attempted first freshwater sump while enjoying a few adult beverages with my buddies. Failed hard, decided to sit back and watch Bob. I don't know if I'd set up a sump while having a few drinks. LOL, I set the time for 10:06, but 7:06 Bob's time. Yep. Well, 10:06 I think is 8 o'clock my time. I think you're only 2 hours ahead of me. Hey Bob, doesn't LR Bretts look like Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Yeah, I think he was even he was even acting like him earlier, if I remember right. What is your favorite type of shrimp? Pretty much any Neo, just because they're super easy to care for. Do you have any experience with calico, longfin, and citrus? I do. I've kept one of them. LR Brett says it's 3 hours. Oh, I didn't know you were on Eastern time. You sure you're on Eastern time? Because Eastern time is 3 hours. I don't think you're on Eastern time.
Where are you at?
Chicago. Oh yeah, never mind.
He's in Indiana.
Yeah, never mind. We drove to Eastern time. Okay. The 18 time warps we did, I'm still confused about. Bob O'Brien says, you have good fish. Yes, you knew. Yes, oh, knew. Yes, I have good fish. If is Short Anxious says, if is right, Bob, but that's what creates the suspense. Yeah, plus the chat is always lively as we all wait, so not that big of a deal. By the way, the price for Florida collecting trip is $1,000, and maybe it's in May. We should go, Bob. See, now he's trying to throw me under the bus because I've been throwing him under the bus about going to Peru. If it's $1,000 with airfare, I'll do it. But it's not. I don't know there's any fish in Florida I really want to pay $1,000 to get. Indiana is its own universe. Time has no meaning. That's kind of what I felt like when I was there. I felt like I was going back in time. Kyle says my background is awesome. Thank you. Collect some reticulated boa. Bring them back on the plane. Mother effing snakes on a mother effing plane. Train? I don't know. Snakeheads. Florida is lovely. I'd feel safer out in the Amazon and Peru than I would in the swamps in Florida. Fish person V Blog says, I'm actually going to the Navy Pier after this stream to film the fireworks. Awesome, I love fireworks. I'm definitely a fireworks person. And I work for an Indian reservation, so I can get a lot of good fireworks. Florida is a swamp waiting for the Atlantic to swallow it. Yeah, a lot of people refer to it as America's toilet. What? Big J Aquatics says, cool, if y'all can... He said hell, so it got blocked. If y'all can tell me to 500 much tanks just a sec, your time night, y'all. Sorry, Big J, I'm not keeping up with you on that one, but have a good night. Happy New Year. Just think of the plecos you could find in the Florida swamps. Yeah, all the common plecos that people let go when they get 900 feet long. I love fireworks, except that they scare my dog. Yep, mine too. What's the connection between Indians and good fireworks? They're not regulated by the state. At least in Washington, Joel, it's the state that says you can't have fireworks. And since the Indians are on federal land, they can have fireworks. Short Anxious says, thanks at Kyle. It's been hard to make videos because I'm so self-conscious and I sound like Minnie Mouse. Well, that's probably pretty cool. Sean Edwards says, it's 2 a.m. I'm off to bed. Happy New Year to y'all in the States. Hopefully it's Sean Edwards, because that's what I've been calling him. I'm pretty sure it's Sean. S. Edwards sounds weird. Whisker do's and whiskers don't. By Edward Snowden. Cool new hat. Yep. America is terribly confusing sometimes. Yeah. KP says, do you know Jacob's Aquarium? Yes, I do know that channel. In Canada, Indian is a bad word. That's weird. Have you been to Cali? It's dying. Worst place to live. I would never live in California. That place is awful. Do you have any experience with CW111? Those are pretty awesome, but no. To write those down. I don't even think they have a common name. Wow, those look pretty good though. How much longer is the stream? 1 more hour. It's more respectful to call them First Nations. Here they're called Native Americans, but you call them First Nations? Bob, you're like a teacher who reads the notes being passed in class out loud. Okay. Whiskey says, lived in California for 20 years. Awful, the guns suck. Yep. Stokes Aquatic says, Indian isn't so bad of a word here. My grandmother is native. I called her Indian. At least you don't live in New Jersey. New Jersey needs like a really big hurricane to clean that place up. Just wipe it all out. Start over. I want to make everyone mad that lives in New Jersey. LOL, short, you don't sound like Minnie Mouse. You sound normal. The first few I did were weird, then I just quit caring. That's basically how it was for me. It's the first couple are always weird, and then you just don't care anymore. You say, screw it. Who cares? Yeah, I used to do like 10 takes of everything, and such a pain, and now I just don't care, and it makes it a lot easier. D-Nice says, you ain't telling lies, Bob. New Jersey is a dump. Angelo says, I'm native, bro. It's all good. All right, I got a native saying I can say Indian, so there we go. I have permission. Oh, we're up to 127 people. That's pretty good. New Jersey is a dump. So there's someone who lived in New Jersey and says New Jersey is a dump. So there. Now you can't get mad at me. Are they Juliochromis malariae behind you? Yes, they are. Cameron says, kill, keep, breed, but just with fancy pelvis? Fancy plecos? Where did that go? I lost it. See, now you guys can see how hard it is to scroll through chat if you don't keep up with it. I have no idea where that went. Stokes Aquatic is leaving. Happy New Year's. Thanks for coming. Sports Illustrated once wrote about New Jersey, the land to which all tunnels lead unless blocked by snow, soot, or the bodies of self-slain mafia leaders. Alright, well I can't find what happened to that comment, sorry. Barutu said he lived in New York City for 27 years. It's overrated. Yeah, I don't even think that that's ever a place I'd want to visit, let alone live. Would you rather not keep plecos or rainbow fish? I could give up my plecos way before rainbow fish. Racing says, Russ, great minds think alike. Fishian says, thanks, Bob. Have a great New Year's. See you next time. Well, Happy New Year to you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm trying to get a stand for my 75-gallon tank, but I don't want to break the bank. Any ideas? Well, if you're handy, you could build one. But I think they're on sale at PetSmart, if you have a PetSmart by you. New York City is overrated. No way. I want to visit it once. I wouldn't say it's a destination place for me, but if I had to stop on like a layover, I'd probably check it out. That's about it, though. Brian Corcoran's Aquatic. Back again. Hopefully my son is down for the night. Welcome back. Anyone else want to hatch killifish eggs after watching Inglorious Betta's live stream? No, I want her to hatch them for me, and then I'll just take the fish. Anthony says, is that a current tank on the green screen behind you, or a video of an old one? I filmed this video about 2 hours ago, so it is definitely a current tank. Oh, here we go. Dumb autocorrect. LOL. Kill, keep, breed, fancy plecos. Can't use common plecos. Kill, if I can't use a common pleco, then I gotta go with the sailfin pleco. Keep and breed would be this like the same. Because like I want to keep L397 plecos and I also want to breed them. So I feel like that's the same. And sailfin pleco, not because I don't like them, but because I think they're almost just as abused as common plecos. Subway and summer heat, the hot, stinky sweat box. Yep. Sounds like a soup kitchen to me. Would you ever have a pleco again, or never? Would you never have a pleco again, or never have fish again? I don't. Would you never have a pleco again, or never have fish again? I think I'll always have fish. Is the pseudomcgill signifer a good fish to keep? Yeah, I think the more you can get, the funner they're going to be. But if you just get like one pair, I don't think they'll be very fun. Mason Brando just went to an amusement park today that had an aquarium, tons of African cichlids. Well, that's cool. I've never seen an aquarium at an amusement park. I live on a farm in a town with 50 people. I bet your fish selection is pretty limited. Would you ever breed discus for profit? Nope. I would never breed discus, period. How many guppies do you have? Probably a few hundred. Would you rather never have a pleco again or never have fish again? I would rather never have a pleco again. Sorry. I missed that the first time you asked it. V Stag says, Bob, do you like aquariums? They're okay. I guess I could live with them. Gave Corey this tip. I'll tell you also. I had a friend who went to Peru last year. He got an internal parasite from eating guinea pig. I don't think I would eat a guinea pig anyways. Racing. Oh, someone asked what to feed their catfish. Looks like Racing just answered that. Sarah Otabs, Rapashi, shrimp pellets. Fastest, easiest shrimp to breed, cherry shrimp. Joel says, Bob, take it easy on the guinea pig. Yeah, I might just limit myself to one or two of them then if they're going to give me parasites. Are you a flower horn hater like the rest of the cichlid world? Mine is amazing. I don't hate them, but I would never keep them. Tastes like chicken. pH of 7.5 hardiness, or pH of 7.5, hardness in the mid 200s. Any dwarf cichlids besides some apistos that I could breed? Well, ones that I want to try to breed are the dwarf golden cichlid, but I haven't been able to find them yet. Maybe check those out if you have access to them. What's the ideal tank size for African cichlids? The bigger the better. Cole says his striped Raphael catfish loves North Fin pellets. Are there two Kyles now? No, he deleted his channel and made a new one and then reactivated it, and I don't know what he's doing. This Kyle's Wild World, I think, is the current one. Golden Eye Cichlid? I don't know, let me Google that. The Dwarf Golden Cichlid is the one I was talking about. It's still, yeah, they're both, that might be the same fish, just a different name. Golden Dwarf Cichlid, the Nanacara anomala. I think that's it. I think we're talking about the same one. What do you think of public aquariums keeping whale sharks? I've never seen a whale shark in a public aquarium. Can't be that good for it, though. Why isn't there a cure for Alzheimer's yet? There probably is. We're just not allowed to have it. Charles Fish in Florida says, do you have a dwarf pike cichlid? I do not. Rurudu says, because drug companies make more money treating symptoms than curing. That is true. Do betta fish need filter? All fish need filters. Good catch, Laura. Thanks. Must have missed something. Alvaro says hi. Hello. Yeet Wizard says many people keep bettas without filters, but it's recommended. Yep. Unfortunately, people do keep them without filters. Do you own goldfish? I currently do not have any goldfish. Poke City Collector says, what is your favorite type of tetra? Right now, it is the candy cane tetra. Alvaro says, holy crap, it actually shows on screen. Yep, that's a feature I'm trying out tonight. I have a betta other than mirrors. What's a fun game to play with them? I don't know. I don't really play games with my betta. Just kind of let them be. Joel says, recent research suggests strong link between exposure to aluminum and Alzheimer's. Old-timers. That's probably true. Easiest shell dweller to breed is, Chris Johnson wants to know. That's going to be the multifasciatus, commonly known as a multi. Kyle's Wild World says, my snails get filters. All water gets filtered, period. Yep. My mystery snails have a hang-on bag filter and a sponge filter. Do you get your tap water from well water or from a reserve? It's from 4 different reserves. It's giving me chills. By the way, do you like any dwarf cichlids? I like most dwarf cichlids. I don't think there's one that I don't like. Michael says, what's up, Bob? What's up, Michael? Happy New Year. It's funny, Americans pronounce aluminum, where we pronounce it aluminium. Oh, I never knew that. If I could get rid of one fish disease, what would it be? Maybe columnaris. A lot of people have a hard time treating that one. My first instinct was to say like ick, because it's the most common, but it's also the most easiest to cure, so I'm not too worried about that one. Have you ever thought about keeping a northern pike or muskie in an aquarium yet? Nope, not yet. Fun with guns asked, how many guppies do you have? I have 1 strain of guppies and I have hundreds and hundreds of them. Russell says, how are those snails doing, Bob? They're doing great. They're breeding like crazy. My friend wants to get into the hobby. What would you suggest for a beginner? I don't know. It kind of depends on what he likes. So find out what he likes, what type of fish he likes, and then we can find out some of the hardier. Like, does he like cichlids? Does he like rainbows, tetras? How do I get magnesium into my planted tank? You could buy dry fertilizer that's magnesium. Do Do you think we could breed Apistos and guppies in the same tank? Well, the Apistos are going to breed guppy fry, or going to eat guppy fry. I know what you're thinking though, since the Apistos stay at the bottom and the guppies are in the top of the water column. But the Apistos have no problem going to the top to eat. So they will definitely eat the fry. Joel says guppies for beginners. Yeah, a lot of people like guppies for beginners just because they're so easy to breed, and new people get really excited about fry, so that could be a good choice. Poke City Collector says, what would you say is the easiest to breed shrimp? And that is cherry shrimp. If I upgrade to an AquaClear 50 on a 30-gallon, should I get a sponge filter also? I would. What fish would I stock for a 20-gallon freshwater? I would probably find like a small, well, it depends. Do you want planet tanks? Do you want cichlids? If you're doing a planet tank, I would probably do like a small schooling fish like ember tetra. Maybe like the lamp Achilles. Russell Beach spent $100 on guppies and they don't breed for me. It's my soft water. Oh, that's unfortunate. And a 20-gallon Ember Tetra and Galaxy Rasboras. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. Willie the King Cullen says, if you could only have fun one fish, what would it be? Probably a Mabu Puffer. Fish Person says, how do I get a blue wrench next to my name? You gotta be a moderator. What's the easiest fish to breed other than guppies? Most live bears. Platies, mollies. Brian says, you have said you don't like heaters. Do you heat your room and not use heaters? I've been wondering if it would be okay to not use a heater since I keep my thermostat at about 70 all year round. So my room is heated, but I also have a few tanks that have heaters in them. So my fry tanks have heaters in them, and a lot of my fancy plecos, since they like to be in the 80s, they have heaters in them. But only maybe 20% of my tanks have heaters. Joel says, get something in there to buffer up the water, or even like cichlid salt. Yeah, I use cichlid salt in a lot of my tanks. Penny says, I sure do love the artwork on your Steenfott Aquatics banner. Did Lamont do that? Did Lamont do that? Or you? That is from an artist called Scales Nature Artist. Scales Nature Artist. That's who did my artwork. You can Google them and you'll find a whole bunch of stuff. Where I come from, we have to use heaters because the area is about 8 degrees. Oh, are we losing Flynn? I gotta go eat my last dinner of 2016. Bye, everyone. Happy New Year. Thanks for coming in, Flynn. I like you, Kyle. I like your mini jar tank thing idea. I want one for my table here now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ryan says, basement fish room. Should you insulate and heat the room or heat the tanks? Heating the room would be a far better option. Short and Anxious says, Bob, do you use spotlighting on your tanks? Nope. Angelo says, Flourish Excel, good or no? I used to really like it, but now I don't use it. Because I never really saw a difference, but some people do. I just never did. Chris Johnson says, any corridors worth breeding for profit? Yeah, you're probably not going to make a huge profit, but you might be able to make a little money. Basically, any of the common ones, stir-by, panda, Any like the orange laser. How do you breed mystery snails? So basically, they lay their eggs out of water, so you have to make sure your water level, I leave about an inch below the tank, and that generally gives them enough room to lay their eggs, and they just stick to the top of the aquarium. And then I just leave them there, and you know, like a week, 10 days later, I'll have a bunch of snails. Josh, Aquatics and Railroad Videos. What's up, guys? Finally made it. Yep, you did finally make it. About time. Let's scroll up, see if I missed anything. If I have a 15-gallon tank, how many fish can I have in it? Depends on what fish you're buying. Scales Nature Artists. No, I don't think I missed anything. Could you breed mystery snails for profit? You probably have to sell them online, so if you're okay with shipping, you could probably make some money on it. It's not going to be, you're not going to be able to retire off of it, but. What is your dog chewing on? My dog is sleeping. The background noise is my my buddy's building a computer over there. What's some good fish for a 55-gallon? Ivan, that you got a lot of room there, so whatever fish you like. Got to narrow it down a little bit. Kyle's Wild World says, just noticed you got the chat on screen. That is awesome, Bob. That is officially the best fish live stream. Yep, I'm testing it out here. I want to know how it looks on a cell phone, because it's pretty small. So I don't know if people, like when it uploads and people re-watch it, like I want to see how big the chat is. Isaac said, I have small fish like guppies, platies, and mollies in the 15-gallon tank. Rutu says, live computer build. Woot. Joel says, yeah, I'm interested in the PC he's building. Fish person blogs, gotta go for a few minutes. All right. What is your... D9 says, what is your max number of discus in a 75? You're probably going to want to talk to a discus person on that one. I've never kept them. Oh. Looks like I can see what it looks like on it. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. What program do you use to display chat? Is it part of the C920? No, it is the OBS software. OBS. Do you know anyone that sells snails for dwarf puffers? No, but you might be able to go into like a local fish store and just ask them. I know a lot of my local fish stores just have snails. It's tough on the cell, but I can see if I can try. Well, at least live you have just the regular chat. You can see it on the cell, but it takes away from the video. Yep, I did make it so you can like see through it. So at least there's that. Alvaro says, can I have a shout out? But you only have one video, so I don't know, what would I be shouting out? I have 16 flame tetras. They look nice with an angel or beta centerpiece. Yeah. Short Anxious says, I can't see the chat. It looks like moving scribbles on the background screen on my phone. Yeah, I think it depends on the size of your phone. But, you know, at least, like I said, the people that are live have the regular chat, and this is basically, all of this is for the people who are going to rewatch it later. Because I OBS is open broadcaster software. Yep. I really don't rewatch live streams because I can't see what people are talking about. So that's why I'm putting it on here. Because in case there's people that are like me, now they can watch and see what everyone's talking about. Which would be easier to breed, mystery snails or neorites? By far, mystery snails. Neorites, you need brackish water. Yeet Wizard, what's the most expensive fish you've kept? My zebra plecos. You need like 720p or better, yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing with text is that a lot of people are watching this on their cell phones and they'll turn it down to like 240 to save on data. So that's not going to be good for them. What's your holy grail fish? The Bentachromis tricotti and the L397. Ryan says, I uploaded a video for my whole 3 subscribers. Hey, that's how you start. Gotta start somewhere. Josh Aquatics says he loves the background tank. Thank you. It's one of my favorite tanks I have right now. Cardinal tetras are a great schooling fish. Also, rummy nose tetras. Yeah, I'd like to get like 100 rummy nose tetras. I think that'd be awesome. Seeing if I missed anything. Looks okay on my iPhone 5, tiny screen, and I have bad eyes. Good choice of color contrast. Yeah, I tried like 100 different color combinations. This seemed to be the best. Whiskey says 1 discus per 10 gallons. So there you go. Thank you. So 7 discus in a 75-gallon tank. Get 100 rummy nose for your 250-gallon tank. I was actually thinking today about getting like 100 dwarf neon rainbows, but rummy nose would work too. Joel says, how old were you when you got your first tank? Middle school, high school, I don't really remember exactly. And what turned you full MTS? Getting a job. Yeah, in high school you can't afford to have MTS. I feel like there's a huge trend of more fish YouTubers. That's a good thing. The more the merrier. We need to get more. Despite what people say, the only thing that L42s eat are wallets. Well, that could probably be said about most plecos. Short Anxious says 100 rummy nose tetra would be cool. Yeah, there's actually a pretty cool video on YouTube. Let's see if I can find it. Of a guy releasing like 100 rummy nose tetras into his tank. It's been a few years since I've seen it. Now, of course, it's not going to come up now. Maybe if I just search. Well, of course I can't find it now. But somewhere on YouTube, there's a video of a guy just dumping 100 rummy nose tetras into his tank. And it's pretty awesome just watching them school back and forth. Okay, let's scroll up and see what I missed. What are some tips for breeding cories, and how old do you start breeding cories at? Once you're able to sex them, they're probably big enough to breed. Maybe not exactly, but... and you want to feed them lots of blackworms. You basically want the whole bottom of the tank littered with blackworms, and they should breed for you no problem. And doing water changes, like big water changes. Okay, let's see, I saw those. Me at college, 1 poorly kept tank. Me working, 12 plus tanks. Yep. I do not know the price of a beta macrostoma. Sure, I just murdered that. Michael says I'll be doing a 3-part dirted tank video with my experience doing dirted. We'll talk success and failure if anyone's interested, so check that out. Check out his channel if you want to see that. Good fish to keep with angelfish. Oh, there's a lot. You got to narrow it down. Long-term effects of fish born and raised in wrong parameters. I don't know. There's a huge debate on that. It's tough to say. I don't know. Like, people will be like, "Oh, I kept my fish in wrong parameters for 2 years without any problems," and you know that's fine. Except fish in the right parameters in the wild live for like 10 years. So I don't know. Dustin's fish tank has a video with 100 cardinals in a tank. It would be nice if you did a live fan video reviews to see what your fans keep and breed. Live fan video. You mean like watching people's videos live? Is that what you mean? What's the cheapest place to buy an underground filter? I don't know that I've ever seen an underground filter for 125. My neon tetras are weird. They just turn their noses up at Cyclops, which they have loved in the past. Maybe you got some bad Cyclops. Now you need to be able to show videos and pics you find during the stream. Yeah, I can already do that. Yeah, it'd be nice if you did live fan. Okay, yeah. I think you're wanting me to watch your guys' videos on my live stream. That's actually a pretty good idea. It's no Bobo channel Rummy Nose Tetra 9-year-old video. Let's look. I don't know. Still not the top 10 for me. I'll look at it later. I'll try to find it later. Let's see when you get me caught up on chat. Turn the 240 into a sump for a 600. Man, I wish I could find a 600. Where's a good place to buy fish online? The Wet Spot Tropical Fish if you're in the US. Bob, what do you think about Black Phantom Tetras? I think they are next in my community tank. I think they're pretty sweet. I like them a lot. Beta Macrostoma. Short Anxious says, I will try to find a video of large rummy nose tetra schools. Yeah, there's a few of them on there, but I was looking for a specific one. I just ordered from Imperial Tropicals out of Florida. I got some great fish. Also Aqua Bid. Yeah, as long as on Aqua Bid you're buying on someone that has a lot of good reviews, you should be good. Short and Anxious says, no, some of us are new to making videos. Of course, I just lost it. Here it is. You don't want to embarrass us while learning. Well, now I'm going to click on this. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to play one of your videos. What do you think about that? Let's see. Okay.
Alright, this is the almost complete
Okay, so I'm going to do that. Do this. Let's see if I remember how to do this. No, I don't think that's it. See, this is the thing, Kyle. I know I can do it. I'm just not good at it yet. I want browser source. Okay. Here it comes. Go here. Go there. Go okay.
Tote and Light Hood project. I have them on a black background. Sorry, it's not picking up.
Short and anxious, everyone.
Totes, I will tell you, I have. Here, I've got 2 more.
I haven't figured out the audio. That's the problem.
The hood, I cut out the middle, and I just braced them with. I used the hood. I cut out the middle. Zip tie. They are very, very stable and sturdy. This actually is just the same. It's just polyurethane twine and zip ties. I am currently using this is just a really cheap shower liner. I want to mention that these totes have a blue tinge to them. So lighting, if you look up here, here's the light hood. And the doors. I'm neutralizing with a green light, but I have the yellow incandescent. I have warm white incandescent. I have the cool white LED and some more warm white LED. What I am still working on is kind of, I'm still figuring out the light spectrum for this, for the totes. Fish are in here happy.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out. So I'm pretty sure that there's there's definitely delay, and it doesn't give me an option for audio when I do YouTube. So I'm still working on that. Maybe by the next time I'll have that figured out. I don't think you sound like Minnie Mouse. But there you go, Short and Anxious, everyone. Check out our channel right here. 45 subscribers. See if we can get her to 50 by the end of the night. Thank you for answering my question. Also, thanks for being you. Oh, well, thanks, Chicken. Happy New Year to you. If you're talking to me anyways. I started my channel yesterday, only got a terrible trailer. Yeah, I started my channel a while ago and I still don't have a trailer, so there you go. 1 video. Let's check it out. Maybe my next live stream, all we'll do is look at people's channels. I gotta mute the audio because I don't know if that song is copyrighted. Well, so far I see cichlids, I see plecos, some salt water. It's looking pretty good so far. Who's more tech savvy, you or Corey? I don't know. We both have IT degrees, so I'm sure we both have our strengths and we both have our weaknesses. Hello, David. Joel says, do my 1 video next. I don't think I'm going to play anymore until I actually figure out how to do it well. But I'll subscribe to you so that I don't forget. Would planaria substitute for blackworms? I don't know. Blackworms are I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know how much protein is in planaria. That's a problem. Whereas like blackworms are really high in protein. Be right back. Need to get another beer. Hey Bob, can I do a hangout with you next live stream? Like a Google Hangout? I've never done that before. Fish Person Vlogs. Apparently I was not subscribed to you, Fish Person Blogs. Sorry about that. But I do remember you from Chicago. I'm looking for your Corey video right now. For anyone who's interested, Fish Person Vlogs did an interview with Corey. I thought. I see. Oh, you have them all as one video. Okay. Bob, you're always picking on me. I was even the guinea pig for the timeout button. Someone's got to be the guinea pig.
Peru.
Yeah, except in Peru. Nobody wants to be the guinea pig in Peru. We're having New Year's pizza. I had New Year's pizza as well. It was Papa John's because Papa John's is 50% off right now. No problems. It's the one with the king of DIY in it. Yeah, that's what I figured, that you probably put them together. So I'll watch that one when we're done here. Do you feel it's possible to sustain a self-sustaining aquarium with little to no maintenance? Yes, I absolutely do. Let me scroll up, see if I missed anything. Bob, will you sub to my channel? Would be great if you saw some of my content. Well, let's take a look. Unboxing a Christmas gift for Dion0026. Okay, that's good. I like Dion0026. Update on unknown cichlids. Yeah, this looks like it could be fun. I've got like 10 aquarium channels open now. I need to get rid of some of these tabs. Yeah, a Google Hangout. I'll look into it. I don't know what it entails, to be honest with you. I've never really done any like Google plus Google Hangout stuff. Scroll back down to the bottom. No maintenance tank. I must know more. There's a lot of people that only do like plants and shrimp, or plants and fish, or all of the above, and all they do is top off the water. They never do water changes. So you can definitely dial it in. Bob, are you making a new PC? Because I had you say what kind you had. No. I'll be building a new PC with my tax return though. This PC is not mine. This PC that he's building is for him. Kayla, how's the fry doing? Josh, Aquatics and Railroad videos. Favorite live bear, also nice hat. My favorite live bear is the trout Goodiad. It's like Illidin Fursidins or something like that. Kayla says the fry are great. They moved them to a grow out finally. They're getting colorful. I'm going to see if Josh has put up a new video yet. Nope. See, he told me he got some new tanks and he was going to be putting up a video, and that was like 5 months ago. I'm building a new fish room with my tax return. That must be a pretty good tax return. Why are all the fish getting more expensive? It's the cost of living is going up. Everything goes up. Flynn's Fish Forum says, once again, I'm back. Hey, I thought you wouldn't be back till next year. It's the only time we can make that stupid joke. Josh says, well, stuff happens. I can definitely relate. Kyle, better get a computer first. I thought you were getting a computer with the money you were getting from that job. Didn't you just like win some mediation? I don't know. I was doing water changes while listening to your video, so I wasn't really paying attention. But I was trying to. Because people are controlling the market. Demand, supply and demand. Are the King Kong shrimp really a panda shrimp? I don't know. It's hard for me to keep up on all that. Seems like, to me, it seems like there's always like 10 different types of shrimp, like 10 names of shrimp, and they all look the same to me. So I must not be a good enough shrimp expert. David says, hey Bob, that tank is really nice. Thank you. It's one of my favorite I have up right now. A horse walks into the bar. The waiter says, why such a long face? I tricked my mom by saying, can I get 2 50 gallons next year? She said possibly, and I said, so tomorrow? Short Anxious says, a new PC, what special features are you going to add? I would like to know what a techie wants in a computer. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what is out around March. But I'm definitely going to go with an Intel because this AMD is garbage. I hate it. If fish cost more, we can have better local fish stores. Maybe. Rob says, I love your vids. Kind of sad not to see you going full bore, Kyle. Kyle. Yep. i7 SSD. I haven't decided on a video card yet. Bob, can I feed Rapashi to my guppies 2 times a day? Yeah. I don't see why not. Intel and NVIDIA all the way. Yeah. I went the AMD route on this computer, and it's been a big letdown. Have you ever kept Emperor Tetras? Nope, not yet. GTX 1080? Yeah, that's what he got, so I'll see.
The TI will be out by then.
For a $10 fish you buy at a store, they probably paid 75 cents to $1.50. It depends. Some fish are really cheap and have a lot of markup. Some fish are really expensive and don't have a lot of markup. But that's the same for anything, really. What would be your personal choice for a 130-gallon tank? Right now, I'm really into lots of small schooling fish. So I'll probably just do a ton of small schooling fish. The 1080 Ti would be around April. Yeah, I just don't know if I need it. 907 Fish Trappa got another 90-gallon off Craigslist. Yeah, Craigslist is a good place to get tanks. Cole says Emperor Tetras, male, blue eyes, females, green eyes. Yeah, I see them all the time when I go to my local fish store. I just they haven't ended up in any of my tanks yet. I'm sure they will eventually. What is a Cory that you would like to breed that you have not so far? My Corridor's Pulchers I haven't bred yet. Does your friend and or roommate keep tanks too? No. Can I put German blue rams in a tank with Severum koi and numerous tetras? You might be able to get away with that. Can you put rainbows and angels in the same tank? Yep, lots of people do it. Kyle says, what? Make them. I got enough tanks for everyone, so we're all good there. Let's see. How many people do we have? Still rolling at about 120. That's good. I will be right back. Yoink. Okay, I'm back. Yoink. Please enjoy the stylish tunes of Kenny G while we take a station break. Let's see what I missed. I've seen a few people with Rams in with Cardinals. Yeah, that's pretty common. Mother Nature is back. He fell into a computer hole. That wasn't weird at all. I keep thinking MTS is Malaysian trumpet snails. Well, it kind of is. Okay, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. I don't think I missed much. I know somebody asked, I think, what kind of cichlids can I keep with rainbows? Almost all dwarf cichlids are good with rainbows. Pistogrammas, Nanocara. Gosh, what's the West African one? I don't remember, but yeah, any dwarf cichlid. Michael says, stocking suggestions for your 240, 12 angels, 20 rainbows, 100 tentras, and a bunch of quarries. Yeah, that'd be awesome, except I'll replace the 12 angels with one Mabu puffer. Can you guys hear the fireworks? People screaming. Tank herpes duckweed. Yep. That's one of the reasons I was going to put the 33-gallon behind me, because it's full of duckweed, so I need to tear it all down and anyways. What do you use for an algae bloom? Lots and lots and lots of lighting. Fish Person V blog says, can you interbreed different discus with different patterns and colors? I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Would a Fluval 2.0 be overkill for a 26 bow front? I don't know if I should get the Aqua Sky or the 2.0 or something else. I don't know that it would be overkill. I'm having problems with my light. I feel like it's going to fall down. Oh, because I'm stepping on the cord. That'll do it. Corey made mention how duckweed reduces oxygen levels in the tank. Kayla says, duckweed is awesome, I like it. Well, you're free to come over and take all of mine at any time. I have 4 or 5 tanks that are just infested with that nonsense. More fireworks. I'm trying to decide in my 240, I talked about this earlier, if I want to do the dwarf neon rainbow, which is the pracox rainbow, do like 100 of those, or do like 100 pseudo McGills. I think that's what I'm leaning towards, one or the other, to be with the puffer. Curtis says, what is your roommate building? He's water cooling his PC. For 240 neon dwarf rainbow, peacock gudgeons, pseudo McGill frittatas. I'm kind of done with the pseudo McGill frittatas. I have like 30 of them. I think it's time for something new. Bob, can you shout out to Brett's that he has 13 minutes before the live stream so he can get ready and not overflow his tanks? I think he might still be listening. Better look up his channel. I think, isn't he supposed to go live in like 2 minutes? It takes me a while to scroll down to his channel. So I have like 500 channels. LR Brett's. Starts at 7:06. That's a weird time. He probably did that because we were giving him crap about being late all the time. No, he never starts at 7. I'm going to keep it up though, so. Says he's going live in 6 minutes and 40 seconds, so we'll see. Duckweed does not like high surface agitation. Does that mean if I put in 100 sponge filters and crank them all the way up, will it kill it all? Oh, LR Bretts is here. You got 6 minutes and 16 seconds. Josh says, all right, guys, I'm going to roll out. Happy New Year. Well, it's good to finally see you again, Josh. I think I saw you in Corey's live stream, I think. But it's definitely been a while. And Happy New Year to you, Josh. Kyle, what happened to your other channel? Kyle is on like a genius marketing scheme because no one will stop talking about his channels. It will keep it at bay. I need to find a plant that'll kill it. That's what I want. Chemical warfare. There's got to be a plant that'll kill duckweed. There has to be. Anyone got bootleg copies of Kyle's old videos? We'll pay top dollar. Yeah, you can download them as a torrent. Short and Anxious says, just figured I would get Bob to remind you, Lucas. Kyle rocks, he should be Canadian. It's gone, but this one is just as good. Bob, I heard you were not going to stream until next year. Yep, more New Year's jokes. Can't get enough of them. Frogbit might outgrow duckweed. Well, I have stuff that will outgrow it, but I want something that'll kill it. I hear Russian hackers are going to release Kyle's videos via WikiLeaks. Uh-oh, did I miss a real question? Cole says females are bigger and rounder. There you go, Abby. Sorry I missed your question. I don't see it anywhere. Well, sorry, Abby, but it looks like at least we got it answered for you. Flynn says, New Year's jokes are amazing. I dislike Frogbit except in live bear breeding tanks. Salt might get rid of duckweed. Maybe. It'll definitely get rid of my other plants. Ooh. And most of your other plants, yep. I'm kind of curious what Abby's question was. I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, here it is. How can you tell if a Cory is a boy or a girl? The boys are like V-shaped, and the girls are like rounded. And when you're looking from the top down. Okay, now I feel better. I found the question. I sold a gallon-sized bag of Java moss. They called it 3 portions and gave me $1.50 store credit. Did I get ripped off? Oh yeah, you did. They're probably going to turn that into at least 15 portions. What is that yellow tail fish? This one swing around down here, right here. Oh, that didn't work very well. That is a Cyprichromis leptosoma mutinta. Matthew says, Bob, what up? Hello, Happy New Year. Kyle's Wild World says, that's BS. Joel says, yes, Michael. Yeah, you got really ripped off. Sorry, man. And they're probably going to sell those portions for like $6 each. Put a goldfish in the aquarium and the duckweed will be mostly gone. Yeah, but so would all my guppies and shrimp. That's the problem. Would a mirrored background be unsafe for African cichlids? I don't think so. You guys are getting funnier closer to the New Year's, probably because they're been having a bit more to drink, maybe. Let's see. Oh, they sell it for $1.99 a portion, but I don't know how to get them to charge more for the product it's worth. Yeah, duckweed at $2 a portion. Well, especially if a third of a gallon is a portion, that's ridiculous. That's why local fish stores go out of business. That is way too cheap. It happens, my LFS steals money from me, or did till I wrote a review on Google, and I quit going there, yep. Say my name, please. Nope. Not gonna, just because you asked. Not gonna do it out of spite. I'm very spiteful. If you would have said, don't say my name, I might have said it. AA is for quitters. Joel is the future great, or should we go back? Flynn, the moderator, says, please refrain from asking for shoutouts. Yeah. Gotta listen to the mods. Did you buy the duckweed at some time, or did it hitch a ride on another plant? It definitely hitched a ride. I managed to go a long time without getting any duckweed. And then somehow I got it, and now it's spread to like 5 of my tanks, but I used to be in like 10 of my tanks, so I'm slowly getting rid of it. Ivan LOL Wing says, don't say my name. Darn, I fell for it. Yep, none of that. Just be cool and people will sub, definitely. Should I start streaming? I'm just waiting. I got your stream open, Lucas. I'm just waiting for it to start, and then I'm going to shut it down. If you're ready to start, I'll shut it down right now, though. Let me link it here. So everyone go here. Go here for continued live stream funsies. There. Hopefully that's the right one. Did I spam him out of his response? I didn't see if he was ready. don't shut down, do a dual live stream. Yeah, we should figure out how to do that so that we're just on one channel though. But yeah, everyone head over to Lucas. It's that 10 spam web address I gave you. I'm gonna close mine down so he can start his, and we'll all head over there. So to everyone, thank you, and I'll see you over there.